Hey, black women, just want to let you know that all of this praising these black males that are literally only talking about what black males should do to change is not a reason for you to think that you should begin dating them, getting impregnated by them, allowing them to live with you, and being involved with them. Let all of these people do the work on themselves and literally change and show you by doing something in the society we live in the communities we're in, before you go anywhere near them. I keep telling y'all, this is all a game. But you don't ever want to listen to a black woman because you feel like, you owe your allegiance to black males. And you've been so indoctrinated for hate for other women that you don't want to listen when people are warning you about shit that is happening. They're playing a fucking game. This is all a cloak and dagger trying to pull the wool over your eyes situation. We're living through an administration where we have a racist in office who wants to make black women poor and put us in a position where we are subjugated by black males who do not have the money to take care of women and children and who are extremely violent. Okay, they know these things. They are building the tensions among all of us, stacking the decks of poverty and lack of opportunity for all of us to implode upon each other. Black women, listen to a black woman once in your life and stay the fuck away from black males. Stop dealing with them, period. Who gives a fuck if they're going under construction of personal change and imaginary belief and growth? They're the same motherfuckers being very performative, pretending to say and do what you want to hear, but they will be the same people to take you out of this world by black femicide and commit the same level of domestic violence as soon as you let them have a key to where you stay. Stop playing with these people. They have not changed. They ain't going to change. Any live you go on, any video you see where a black male is involved, 9 out of 10 times he is bashing black women and talking about how he does not have enough control over you and manipulation over you by using words like he needs to lead, he needs to have you be submissive, and he needs to be the leader of his household. None of that shit screams cooperation. None of that bullshit screams adult maturity. All it screams is, I'm a little kid that wants to pretend like I'm the head nigga in charge, and he has nothing to offer but chaos and devastation and most importantly, death. Because he will take your life when he feels like he cannot control you and not make you into what he wants you to be in his imaginary fucking world. They act like grown-ass children on all of these lives and all of these videos. Even the ones y'all are kissing the asses of right now. They're all grown fucking children, because instead of them talking about things that are actually important to the progression of black women, children, and males' lives, they don't do that. They constantly talk about bullshit relationships and tit for tat, us versus them, instead of really talking about politics, building, progressing, education, getting money, growing the neighborhoods we live in. That don't have shit to do with personal relationships. None. But that's going to be the only conversation they will never have. Because it's more important to keep you under the delusion and fantasy of thinking that a nigga might change, right? When they're never going to change. The only thing they might change is whether they give you an uppercut with the right hand or the left hand. Or if they bruise the right eye or the left eye. That's the only thing they might change. Is your their delivery of injury and where you sustain the injury. But y'all need to stop this shit. And you need to see and think long term and not this short term bullshit. They're not on your side. They never have been and they never will. If they were really on your side, you know what they would be doing? They'd get themselves into therapy with black therapists. They would work on all of their mental issues, get themselves straight, get out of patriarchy, stop the misogyny, and they would link up together and they would learn to build. They would attend, you know how they always talking about trade jobs and going to trade school? They would seek out in every state all of the construction and carpentry schools that there are so that they can learn to build houses, learn to replace the roofs of businesses, etc. Do all the things all of those immigrants, that those men who learned every bit of type of construction and how to build cities and towns where they came from, these dudes here would learn all of those skills so that they could not only be employed, but they could make themselves consultants, business owners, and teachers of apprentice students, which they don't intend to do because they're not interested in being men and growing and maturing and contributing to America. They're only interested in fucking children, being somebody who could tell a woman or a child what to do, where to go, when to do it, to jump, and then make sure they tell them how high. That's all they're concerned with. They're not concerned with anything real, where it's going to be concrete and tangible, where you could see a year, a month, 9 weeks from now, and you go, God damn, okay, he actually built that. That's great. And he taught all those people over there to do it, and not just little boys. When you start hearing them having real adult conversations that involve all black people and not just black males and little boys, then maybe you might begin to think that they are maturing. But as long as they keep talking about little black boys only and everything about black males versus black women and children, they're still the same stunted idiots who have failed to thrive in their lives at any point, and they are suffering from the most devastating arrested development known on the face of this fucking earth, okay? And they just have issues. Undiagnosed mental illnesses, a variety of fucking personality disorders, completely dysfunctional. So dysfunctional that the fucking nature, the wind itself screams their shit is unnatural. And y'all need to stop falling for it. Because the only time you're going to understand that my warning and every other black woman's warning that are telling you to go 4B or decenter men, center yourselves, and who gives a fuck what they're doing, you don't pay attention to until that motherfucker literally has his knee on your chest, or he's sitting on your chest, beating your fucking face in, or is standing above you in a crouched position, pummeling your ass into the floor. Because that's sort of some of their favorite positions on top of black women. All right? Not to mention the one where when they're crouching over you or sitting on your chest, they're usually stabbing you like over 100 times. So, think about all that real shit they do to black women when you're in La La Land thinking about, oh, I just want to be in love, and, oh, I'm missing out because I don't have this creep fawning all over me. And think about the real shit they do to black women. Maybe go visit a black femicide page or two, or just simply Google some of the women who were killed today, yesterday, and last week to see just how much they fucking hate you. And that love and affection for black women with them is never in the same sentence, and it damn sure don't resonate in their minds, okay? Y'all need to wake up and understand that everything that's happening, the termination of black women's jobs, that 106,000, taking away the Job Corps for all those kids that feel like they're hopeless without Job Corps, right? The lack of daycare, the lack of everything, the fact that they've ran people out of this country that used to do the very jobs that would make life easier for many of us. Everything from farmers to business owners to local, whatever type of businesses you have in your neighborhood where those people would have supplied those services that are no longer here. Because let's face it, America does not teach its people the trades and the skills that are needed to build houses, sustain businesses, and just create whatever it is you need to keep things flowing in a great way. They don't do that. They like to keep us stagnant, stymied, and damn near retarded so that we do not take care of each other and become self-sustaining. So because none of these black dudes have any of these qualities and they're not going after anything I spoke about, miss me with the bullshit, okay? About the dating apps, talking about marrying them, because you know they don't get married. That's a fucking joke, okay? They don't take care of their children, and the only thing they are committed to do without anybody second guessing it is killing and beating black women's asses. So, y'all have fun with your, fantasy until reality sets in and you're either on a stretcher heading to the fucking morgue or the emergency room. Ta-ta. Y'all need to leave them motherfuckers alone. And you need to stop dick riding people who come on these apps and simply say 2 nice words about you and now, oh, he's the greatest dude ever. He's full of shit and he's fucking performative. He's on here to make money and to pretend like he's the good guy when he doesn't give a shit either way. And y'all really don't understand that?